Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to the ESL Australia 4-on-4 Open Cup number 8 for Gears of War Ultimate Edition. This is the winners bracket final. We have two teams left in the upper bracket of this competition. They are Unknown and Goblin Army. You've seen Goblin Army already. Been on every match throughout the day so far. This time, they're going to be up against Unknown. For any of you who have watched the Gears of War competition in the past, you know all players in this game. They're all definitely well known. For the Unknown squad, new ones here on stream for the day: Dead Zone, Scissor, Cruzy, and Porksy. Execution on Fuel Depot up first. To kick us off, we're going to jump on board with the front runner from the COG team, and let's see which player that will be. Game sounds now in also, and let's get this game under rock and roll for you all. That is going to be Cruzy, who did manage to come out through the spawn up first, so we'll see how he'll push on through. He's going to be going over to this boom shot side up first, and he'll be over to contest with that active shotgun into play first off. Now you're going to be seeing already getting down is going to be Cruz. Is going to get cleaned up. Dead Zone is going to get dropped also, as you have a couple of shots coming out. Porksy will fall a victim to that, and the last player left alive is if I can find him, is going to be Dead Zone. Going to be all left alone. That was Scissor, who I was trying to find, by the way, and he was unfortunately taken down before I could find him, which is why it might be unfortunate. Just the way the cookie crumbles. And yeah, now we are here, now we are back, now we are good to go after the first round of that Execution Fuel Depot. We'll jump aboard with the Logos team and we'll see what their approach will be. Will it be any different to how the COG team played it out last time? Will they focus a little bit more over into the middle of the map than over onto the outside? You see Gazelle already pushing on forward straight to the middle here, getting crossed down a little bit, forcing him to not charge on through to the middle. Now he's coming out early, will take Gazelle out. So that was Cruzy, the one to throw them. Dead Zone just turning around, will be able to get the down on one, but Porksy, the player who ran over to that boom shot to contest, gets taken down. 2v3 situation at the moment. Boom shot going to be looking to get picked up there by Scissor, leaving it into a 3v2 still. But the power weapons, the most important power weapons, of course, boom shot in the hands of Unknown, the sniper rifle in the hands of Bondi from the Goblin Army. He's going to be looking to make something happen, though, with it. And as you do see, you know, the shot, I was hoping to connect for an absolute mind blower, but unfortunately just was not meant to be. And that does bring us, of course, with that boom shot player. Scissor still playing a little bit more passive over in the mid side. Bondi looking to get a couple of shots in. He's got his teammate over on the helipad also. You are going to still see Saya now, teammate that I didn't mention, rotating over through pumps, over with nades in hand as well. Nades going to be thrown over onto the helipad side. Second player to the one contesting him right there. Gets the first down. Play with that boom shot right next to him as well. Goes for the rollback, trying to see if he can get the trade kill there. Last player alive is going to be Bondi, and of course he does have that sniper rifle in hand, but look at Scissor, he's looking to push on up, he's looking to push the advantage. And you will see, of course, with that, his head's going to poke on out, and he will get dropped. That means boom shot is down. Dead Zone full red. Dead Zone in a bad position, and Bondi with the 1v2, like it was nothing for himself to be able to secure himself that round. Also bring it 2 rounds to 0, but along with that, they're just like, you know what, we're getting these rounds, we're getting what we need to, we're doing everything we need to. We're down in numbers, we'll still get the kills, but I mean, for the Unknown squad, we know their skill as a team, and we know, you know, they haven't been getting whitewashed in these rounds. They've just been losing those crucial gunfights and those crucial contestations, which have really been losing them these advantages. Now, right here, Scissor's going to try and dodge some nades right now. His teammate's going to be there with him. Cruz's going to take down Saya, as Willie with the down there on Scissor. Porks is just bailing out of there. He knows he won't be able to save him without sacrificing his own life, and even then, it's not guaranteed. So he's just trying to get himself in a better position. Now, boomshot player Willie's trying to push on up now over onto the spawn side of the map. Porks is going to take down Gazelle right there. Boom shot coming out. Not going to be able to connect right there. Player just running straight past one. And that's actually his teammate. So he's double back. Sniper's going to be actually picked up there. Dead Zone trying to get a couple of shots over into the feet right there, along with Cruzy, who's over on the other side. Sniper picked up there by Porksy though. So Sniper now control both teams. Dave's going to get picked up there by Willie. Bondi with that Sniper. We know Bondi's deadly with that long shot rifle, so you got to keep in mind. You know, that he's definitely a crucial one to keep an eye out of. 3v2 situation, Cruzy on your screens right there. As I say that, I actually swapped over to Porksy, so that is okay. We'll stick on board with some pork on your fork, and we'll see what he will be able to do as well with the sniper rifle in the hand. You know, he's fairly decent with it, but he has to compete with Bondi in these kind of situations. And I mean, Bondi We saw the crucial complete perfection shots that he was able to get in the last 2 series of the day. And, you know, from there, see if they can transfer over a little bit. We do have, though, Willie on your screen. He's part of the 2 that's left alive. The Willie and Bondi combination, the duo, so to speak. Left from these guys up against Dead Zone, Cruzy and Porksy. Slowing down, of course, a little bit, waiting for that boom shot to respawn, it does seem, from both these 2 teams. Going for that power up control. Smoke's coming out as well. Willie going to be throwing some nades out as he goes for the second one behind the boom shot spawn itself. Not going to be able to connect though. Cruzy does get taken down there. Bondi with that active reload, taking him down. He'll be able to pick off that kill there as well, bringing it back into a 2v2, so it's back to an even playing field. And we're going to have Dead Zone with that boom shot in hand though. That's going to be the deal breaker for them, I do believe, as Dead Zone. That boom shot in hand is going to be a big one for them to possibly come into play with. Porksy just trying to see if he can sort of get an angle out on one of these players. He may be able to do so if he pushes up a little bit further down. Now he's going to spot one player there, but he's not going to poke out just yet. Doesn't want to play it silly. Now 2 sniper rifles in the possession of the Bondi-Willie combination, as he'll be also going for that pre-active as well. Shots fired from Porksy though, not really a guaranteed shot. So I don't know why he was, you know, just hesitating with that one. Now he should be able to go for this down right now. We'll be able to pick off the down there on Willie. Now nades were coming out, mind you. Now he has to keep an eye on his teammate from getting possibly taken down. Should be able to just go in there. Now that Dead Zone has that control, Smoke's coming out. He's playing it exceptionally safe, but either way, Bondi was not able to pick off that headshot. No, I would have thought Dead Zone with that boom shot would have just provided enough of cover to not have to worry about it either way. It's better safe than sorry. And we now will see a 1v2 situation. We do have, of course, Dead Zone and Porksy left up against Bondi right here. So far in this game, you know, we did have Willie picking up a lot of the kills earlier on. So now it's going to be Bondi's chance to be able to pick some kills up, show some love right there. Dead Zone taking a full red with that boom shot in hand. Was thinking about firing it, but Porksy went over through the other end, and Dead Zone didn't really want to go on in through that to kill over his teammate. I mean, why not? Bondi just gone for the quick old dip, trying to go for this stalemate right now. Dead Zone just going to be going in for this kill if he can even possibly get it. Failed the boom shot, and that is going to be a stalemate. Unknown, that was their round to take out. And they were, you know, they just got taken. They got taken. They weren't able to really keep things under control, and from that, it's going to still make it 2-0 with a round stalemate there on the board there for themselves. And yeah, let's see what they can potentially do in this next round. I'm going to jump on board with the Colga team once again. We're going to see what Scissor's going to be up to. Of course, Surfer got two kills for himself. Going to go over into the middle of the map. Lancer out at the ready. As Dead Zone with that right-hand advantage, you'll be able to get the down there on one. Reload's happening though, as Bone a little bit of a play. Bondi getting taken doon off early. And yeah, the Lancer still once again out from Scissor, trying to defend his teammates. They'll able to take down Willie initially though, and they're going to be able to save Porksy there by downing Sayer. Getting the second kill there as well will be Dead Zone. Dead Zone with 1 kill. There's the revive, and the kill there on the second. Cruzy taking that little bit of a mop. Of course, team effort though to bring that first round on the board. Bringing, you know, 1-2 as the Goblin army still in the lead, but I know taking the first round on the board. You've got to keep in mind also that last round previously before that though was a stalemate, and that was really Unknown's round to win also. A couple of mistakes and a couple of huge plays there from the Goblin army brought it to a stalemate. So we could have potentially seen a 2-2 if that thing's panned out, but you're also going to keep that in the back of your mind that, I mean, Cruzy can do that. He can completely change the game by doing that. Darkseid just did not know where it was coming for him. Getting taken down. Boom shot now and play. 1 boom shot now. Wasted. Willie able to down 1 kill, but he's not able to clean that one up. And Bondi does seem like he's going to be going in for his teammate and try and see if they can keep that boom shot alive. Willie will clean up Dead Zone. And that is, of course, going to be Bondi still down on the ground. Boom shot still in play there by Willie, who's backed off in a corner right here. But with that boom shot, with that explosive, it's definitely going to be crucial. But look at the spot here from Scissor as he looks to get a couple of pre-shots out for that player to sort of pop up. There we go, player coming back up. He's instantly down. Smoke grenades coming out also. Player has been revived. As they come through the side, Scissor is going to be there with that Lancer fire. Now, he's not going to be able to clean up the kill just yet. That's what Porksy's there for. But unfortunately, Porksy's not going to be able to clean that one up. Scissor also going to take it down. Was not aware the player was going to be coming up through the side. Now bringing it into a 1v2 from a 3v2. Cruzy unable to really make too much happen. And that's going to make it into a 3-1 situation. 3-1 though, bringing the overall count though into the Goblin Army's favor we are going to be seeing what if they can potentially put something on the board here. The squad of unknown to potentially catch back up. We're just going to have to find out right now, as we do have these guys from unknown picking up the grenades, same as the opposing squad, but the sniper could be the main pickup once again, as we normally do like seeing from Bondi, picking that one up straight away. We do have the nades coming out to unable to be connected. Boom shot picked up there by Willie. Standard play there for him as he just randomly fires the boom shot across the map. We'll still be able to pick off that kill. Downs dead zone for the second time in a row, and that was really, I believe, a little bit of a poor judgment there by Porksy, who was the play there in that boom shot. Play got picked up with that boom shot. He was able to not put any pressure on him, allowing Willie to be able to put off those shots off, and then that just really turned into a chain effect right there in this one. Willie and the rest of his team, Goblin Army, only need one more round on board to be able to secure themselves this map, and they're able to do that as well. 4-1 becomes that count, and we do see that become a crucial map for them. I mean, the first map on the board, they've taken the lead, they've established themselves here in this game. Will that really alter? Will that alter anything leading on forward? A little bit of updates for parallel into this game. We do have, obviously, this is the winners bracket final, Goblin Army and Unknown. In the lower bracket, though, GPP just took out Brothers Stand Together, knocking them out of the competition. And in the loser bracket round of 4B, we have the Peace Maintenance Unit taking on Incept Esports there in that one also. For this game, however, it is 1-0. We're in a brand new series, basically. Just started. Map number 1, for those who are just tuning in, just finished. It was a 4-1 in favor of the Goblin Army squad. I mean, they're the team who hasn't lost yet. The team who has barely dropped these maps. Unknown, though, you've got to give them credit. These are the first map they have dropped throughout the series, so I guess both teams are on an even footing in that regards. But, I mean, I'm looking at these guys and I'm like, okay, well, you know what? These guys, Goblin Army, they've been winning. They've been consistently winning throughout these overall scores and throughout all these overall maps. They've been coming back regardless of who they've been versing. They've been cleaning things up. And they seem to struggle a little bit on that fuel depot. Now that we're moving over into a mansion, though, we're going to be seeing a lot more heavy contentions over onto that boom shot. So a lot more close quarter combat. And we know the Unknown squad with players like Cruzy, with players like Scissor, players like Dead Zone, they thrive in that kind of environment. So we'll see if that can sort of change things around in this mansion game, or if this will be another repeat of what we saw earlier with the Goblin Army. Remember, we've been following Goblin Army throughout the entire day through the upper bracket, and they have just been winning 3-0, 3-1. We've seen them play mansion. We've seen them play all the maps so far, basically, and they have just been on fire whichever map they have played in. So we'll now see how things will change up right now. We'll jump on board with the front runners here for the Unknown squad. Porksy going to be running on point, and he's going to be going straight through to the middle of the map right here, providing a little bit of crossover to his teammates as Dead Zone pushes on forward over onto the boom shot, cleans up the kill there on Willie. And this is the kind of environment that I was talking about. Able to get those close quarter contests going down, able to thrive 3 of the 4 players straight away, as nades coming out there from Bondi will not be able to connect whatsoever. Will look to contest, gets stuck on the cover as he drops on down, and that's going to be the first round on the board there. Unknown close that one up once again. I mean, that's what I was talking about. Unknown, thrive, close quarter combat, focus on that boom shot. They won the contestations. They won that fast action battle, and they're able to take down that round. Dead Zone now running point. We'll see if he's going to be doing the same for this map as they rotate once again to that boom shot side. 2 players from the Locust team pushing forward. Cog team has the same setup. Getting crossed over from the side, Dead Zone finds himself in a bad spot. That boom shot has now been weapons. The Cruzy has been taken, and that boom shot will take down Dead Zone as well. Gazelle gets dropped there by Scissor. Scissor and Porksy also fall. Saya gets team killed, and that will leave Scissor to get cleaned up right there with the round going to the team of Goblin Army. 1-1 becomes the overall count, and we are going to be seeing, of course, this round 3 back to the original sides that we did see them come out in. The squad of Goblin Army to really be adapting right here with Willie. And you see him just getting those early shots off. Going to be that player playing on the grenades I'm going to really have anyone contesting from the outside. The player coming through inside will try to give him a run for his money. Hasn't really hit too far off, and he's able to get an easy kill there on those players. Boom shot coming out from Bondi. Unfortunately, not being able to connect with the proper kill just there, but still able to connect with the kills individually are his teammates as they take out a quick round. They got that boom shot control, but they didn't need it. And you see them there securing a lead 2-1 in their favor right here. Next round, of course, moving forward. Round number 4. We'll jump on board with Dedzo. Now, notice once again the play that they've been making. They've been sending 2 players over to that boom shot from both teams. 1 player in the middle, and then 1 player at the nades. Whether the nades comes from inside or the outside, they'll be focusing on this boom shot control. And I think that that play from Dedzo really didn't go in his favor. That weapon slide wasn't the greatest attempt, and you are going to be seeing as a result that chain effect where their players just getting absolutely demolished, not being able to hold their own ground. They had 1 strong round, and they have not been able to hold it together since. And you will now see 3-1 to become the overall score count. Now, what does this mean for those watching at home? They are on a map point victory here right now. The team of Goblin Army, they only need 1 more round to win this map and go up 2-0 in the series in a best of 5 series, meaning they only need 3 maps total. So they're definitely onto a great start for themselves. Shots coming out off early though as Gazelle looks to get a couple of shots over the mid. Deadzone gets taken down. Not a great start for the unknown squad. Gazelle turns around for this shot, able to get the kill, and along in unison, his team's able to secure that map as well. 4-1 is the overall count, and I mean, my oh my, this game, this map is just going along so quick right now for themselves, of course. Now we're going to be going into our next map of this series also, which I don't actually currently have up on with me, but you know, you saw the first couple of maps. You saw Fuel Depot, you saw then it turn into a mansion. Both times convincing wins for the team of Goblin Army. Let's see if that will continue to potentially change on through. And we will see a War Machine come on through for map number 3. And we'll see how things will play out on this next one. Of course, with that in play, let's see how this will come on down. We only see War Machine once out of all 3 series so far, of course. Has been Game 5 for the last series, but of course we didn't get there. It was Game 1 for the beginning of the day. It's good to be. It's going to be good to be seeing this again in play right here. Actually, I do believe I was Game 5 for map number 1 for the round number 1, and Game 2 for round number 2 of the day. Sorry. We had our map rotation set for an extra round in the case that we got a couple more teams signed up. Of course, 6-team competition for our final competition of the year here from ESL Australia. Final chance also for teams to be able to secure themselves some points for the upcoming Gears of War Major League by ESL. Of course, spotting a prize pool of $1,200 there for that one. Of course, 6 teams will battle it out over a couple of weeks' time for that season play. Overall score will be updated as well. 2-0 for those just tuning into the Goblin Army. Only need 1 more round to secure themselves the top 2 finish and advance to the grand final of the ESL Australia 4-4 Gears of War Ultimate Edition Open Cup number 8. Gazelle on your screens up first. Of course, we jumped on board with them last map. We'll jump on board with them again this time. As you do see him getting some shots over the crossover. He's getting crossed over in the back there. And this could be Deadzone's opportunity with some nades, which he is able to put so quite nicely, taking down Gazelle. Porksy will drop though, bring it back into a 3v3. Deadzone with some crossfire over onto this Torquebo side. Players dropping from the other ends though, and Scissor and Cruzy both fall, leaving Deadzone now to be the last one alive. Missing a couple of shots in, will turn to face a Bondi aiming straight at him. A wild Bondi that takes his head off as that becomes the first 1-0 in their favor. Now, that all said and done, once again, War Machine could focus on some contests over onto that nade Torquebo middle side, or just focus over onto that sniper rifle side and hope that that one player can pull off that contestation. Now, one player is going to be contested there by Willie, as Cruzy goes over onto the window side, getting taken a half red right there. Players maybe looking for this contest over onto the middle barricades. Cruzy now looking to try and maybe assist. Heard a nade, so he didn't want to push on forward too far forward, as second nade will not connect either. A couple of shots coming off across the map as you see Saya just maybe looking to contest over. Being shot over from the side. He will get taken down there by Cruzy. Nade's going to be coming up now. And Cruzy decided to beat the bullet and go for that kill anyway. As Bondi getting crossed over from the middle of the map. He's in a bad situation because his team is now down 2 members to 4 from the opposing team. He's in a very bad spot as well as he gets pinched out. Will get cornered. Willie now with this sniper rifle though will be maybe looking to get this 1v4 clutch. Can he make it a reality? Getting stuck on the initial wall is not going to be a great start. 2 players right in front of him, unable to pick off the first kill with a 1 bullet, and he's going to get chainsawed. That is going to be that round. That makes it back 1-1. And that brings us into round 3. Loading on up in a couple more seconds. Sides have been won on their respective sides so far though. Will that change moving forward? Will we see the same rounds be taken? Will we see a round 7 come into play later on? We're just going to have to wait and find out. Gazelle pushing over to this Talkbow side up early. He's going to have 1 player from either team going to the grenade side up early. 1 player on nades, 1 player on window. As you see, nades coming on out early. Might be a bad pinch for Saya right there. It doesn't matter because Bondi will take down Porksy in return. 3v3 right here. Gazelle just sees his teammates die as Bondi and Willie both get taken. And he's now in a 1v3. He's going to try and get these shots out. But it might not be the proper dream for himself right here. As you do see Gazelle getting taken down for himself. Will now force it to be a 2-1. Unknown have the lead. But it's all about whether they are going to be able to hold this lead. We have seen them, try to attempt to take it before, but they've always lost it. And as we saw from Goblin Army in previous series, they were down 3-0 at one stage, and they were able to take out that clock tower 4-3, if you do recall, if you were watching. So you can't underestimate them, regardless of what the score is, to be able to have that that catch-up potential for themselves. And I mean, that's just the brilliance of Gears of War. You can be down whatever amount, but you can always come back to a win if you play your cards right. Right here, you do see the players from Goblin Army pushed up to that Troika, providing a little bit of aerial assistance right there. Nade's coming out though. Willie forced to push on up aggressively. He's going to get taken down there, but it was a little bit of friendly fire that posed him to go down in the first place. Gazelle pushes on up, will take down Scissor, as he will also now look to clean up the second player. Rolls over to the side. Bad shots off the first, but Cruzy gets taken down from a great shot there as Porksy also gets cleaned up. Dead Zone, last one alive for himself. Over at the Talkbow, will push up to try and contest this 1v1. Right here up, Sniper in his backside as well. Dead Zone gets cleaned up. Bondi cleans him up. And that is going to be the 2-2 overall score count in their in no team's favour, because it is a tie. But you got to keep in mind, only 2 more rounds needed for the team of Goblin Army to be able to secure themselves the map, to be able to secure themselves the series, and advance over into the grand final of this competition. We'll now look at Unknown up next, as we jump on board with Dead Zone at this Talkbow. He's going to have that player over in mid-contest. Both teams once again playing for these grenades, and we'll push on up, maybe throwing a couple out early. Dead Zone going to be backing on out over to his top side though, as we may see a contestation a little bit up top right now, swapping over. No nades from the COG team have moved on forward to flush out the players at Sniper, allowing Scissor to be able to pick this one up. Now, Talkbow has been picked up there by Sayaz. He looks to rotate out and will rotate to the top of the map. Now, you're going to be seeing 2 players up, or rather 1 player up from the opposing team. Sayaz going to be careful not to try and take out his own teammate, but also trying to put a little bit of pressure on. Now, Gazelle will get taken down. Let's see if we can really find where he is. Down right there, and it should be cleaned up by a nade momentarily. No, actually that nade's going to miss. Cruz is going to get taken down also. Might have been a result in that, and Bondi and Gazelle get cleaned up. So 3v2 situation as Sag gets the kill there on Cruzy. Porksy getting shown the side, taking the full red. This contest will be able to clean him up. Willie makes it into a 2v2. Shots over from the top of the map. Dead Zone trying to put some fire onto him. Won't be able to make it happen. Won't be able to make it a reality. Scissor with that sniper at the sniper, still very far back from his teammates. But this is what you got to keep an eye on. You got to make sure that no one will get their head popped off right here. Scissor definitely can use that sniper well. Dead Zone will get taken down. Now he's going to get cleaned up. Scissor going to be the last one alive, looking to get these headshots. 1v2 situation. Will lose the lead if he's not going to be able to make it happen, and will bring his team into a match point from the opposing team. If he can't, no pressure there for Scissor though, as he will be looking to try and counteract his opponents. Players wrapping up from both angles. Will get cleaned up. There we go. Sayo with the kill, and that brings it into 3-2. 1 more round is all that's needed for them though, to be able to secure themselves this round, to be able to secure themselves this map, to be able to secure themselves the series, and once again advance over into the grand final. Let's see if they can do it. And I'm going to be looking at the squad of Unknown once again, though, to stay alive here and possibly force a map around 7. Here in this one, you do notice one player straight away up the top of the map. Second player on nades, third player just providing some crosses over. Fourth player floating across the bottom side of the map. Trying to mix things up is the squad of Goblin Army. Nades coming out, one nade, not connecting just yet over a parallel window. Shots will be able to down Gazelle, though. Cruzy is the one to get down, sorry, from Gazelle. Second pistol shot fire crossing over the middle of the map. Cruzy has got him back up, and he's there for a vengeance. Crossover from the teammate, though. Would not go into too much of their liking. Gazelle gets down, Sag gets downed. Cleaned up, I might add, as well, in addition to that. Foxy taking full red, was able to survive, of course. Willie will get dropped, and does look like we might be going to a game, a round 7 in game number 3 here, potentially to the side. Still a match point here for the squad of Goblin Army. Will they be able to secure things out? You let me know there in the chat. Will they be able to take out this next round? It's round 7, and we are going on board with the squad from Goblin Army. I want to jump on board with Bondi. He's going to be able to be that player to push straight on up to the top of the map. Both nades picked up from both these two teams, and he is going to be met by opposing player up the top side of the map. Gazelle going to be over on the middle. Dead Zone up top to contest Bondi. And we have some nades out in play as well. Porksy over on the middle of the map, just trying to provide some assist. Nades coming out over onto that window side. Not going to be able to clean up Cruzy, who was, of course, there trying to be waiting. Now, Willie will get taken down. Nades coming out from Cruzy to try and kill some more players. And 2 players over from the sniper side will allow them to get that control of that sniper rifle. Now, they need a win up top here to be able to potentially secure this one. Sage is playing a very, very sneaky right here in this shot to try and take down that player. Unfortunately, the shots were just not able to connect, and he wasn't able to clean that one out. Bondi up top, being contested, needs to watch his head. 4v3 situation right now, though, that you do need to keep in mind is a strong reality right here that they need to make sure they can get these kills. 2 players up top for the COG team, 2 players still down bottom. Both players from the, or rather, all 3 players remaining from the team of Goblin Army. They're a little bit split up. One up top, one over on the nades, and one over onto that sniper middle side. Of course, just sort of trying to watch all areas, watch all lanes, make sure no one can get into any flank kind of position there for themselves. Of course, the stalemate will be a win there for them also, as they're in a little bit of a bad spot for themselves. As we have the talk right now being picked up there by the COG team. Do believe that is Porksy who's picked that one up. Going to be going for some floppy talk bows as well, forcing and flushing out the players. Gazelle forced to roll back a little bit. Nades have been taken though, as players go up through the top. First nade will be thrown, as I should be able to clean up a kill possibly. No, at least get them tagged and stunned. There we go, the first player down. That player is going to go for a little bit of a revive also. Second player is taken down to full red, or no, half red actually, as Dead Zone is under a swarm of players from the Locust team. Not going to be able to fire the shots that he needs though. His teammates are there to assist, and now the COG team put themselves in a bad position. As I say that, Scissor downs Dead Zone. Dead Zone gets cleaned up. Porksy gets cleaned as well. And that's going to be Scissor last one alive, and the mistake has cost them. Scissor with the down on Dead Zone has cost them that game. And that play, 4-3, now brings them into the lead. Goblin Army take down that map, and that now has brought them into the lead. The win to the Goblin Army. They advance to the grand final. And we will now see how things will play out in the losers bracket. We'll jump on board with them. Also, as I mentioned a bit earlier, we are waiting for one of our losers bracket matches to catch up. I do believe it is between the Peace Maintenance Unit and Incept Esports. That game should nearly be wrapped up. Then we can jump on board with GPP versus the winner of that. Stay tuned, though. We'll take a quick break, hopefully a quick break, and we're back right after this.